Not sure if that was the case, though, with today's listener, because from what I understand, it happened in a low-lit parking lot and could be in violation of open container laws.
Yeah, I didn't want to bring that up, but I was like, this is illegal.
I still think it could be fun.
Was it the downfall or the highlight of their romantic evening?
That's the positive thinking we need, Jeff.
We're going to find out in a brand new second date update right after this. How many mistakes are you allowed to make on a first date?
Oh,
Oh, no, I never
Well,
thought about this, Jeff. No.
depends, I guess, if you want another one.
There's a number?
I guess it depends on the mistake itself.
Yeah, for sure.
Like forgetting your credit card? You get away with that?
That's a big mistake.
Once, I think that's okay. It happens.
Come on.
Forgetting your date's name.
Oh, definitely. Let that one go,
What about
please.
forget your own name?
Yes.
Who am I again?
Hey, I'm Carlo. No, wait, that's my cousin. Oh, wait, what is mine?
Let me get my ID. Oh, wait, I forgot my credit card. Oh, God. Luckily, none of those happened to our listener, Corey.
Oh, no.
But he said in his email a mistake was definitely made, and I'm curious what it was. Corey, welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
All right, Corey. I'm glad you know who you are. There's no existential crisis happening.
Now, do we know the name of your date? Do you remember that one?
Yes, her name was Brenda.
Oh, okay. Corey.
He just looked it up on his phone right now. He had to swipe through, but okay.
Can you see me?
Oh, I like you already.
Okay. So, what was the mistake that you made with Brenda?
Well, the mistake was Brenda and I was out to dinner, and Brenda had to excuse herself and go to the bathroom. And this very sexy waitress came over,
Oh, no.
and she started flirting with me.
Did she, though? Did she? Let's be honest.
Or was she doing her job?
Yep.
And what did
And
you
I kind
do?
of started flirting back with her.
You just couldn't help it, huh?
Wait.
It's one thing to like flirt like secretly. Did you got caught by Brenda flirting?
Well, I didn't get caught, thank goodness. She came back to the table, and she saw me rubbing on the waitress' arm.
What?
Oh, what?
Wait, that's worse.
You touched her?
Touch her at
You're
all?
feeling
That's
her
so
up?
Cringe.
Well, listen, it led to that. And as I'm feeling on her arm, Brenda comes back to the table, and I was like, oh, Brenda, I'd like you to meet Stephanie. This is my cousin.
Wow. Whoa.
And she was like, hey. And I introduced the waitress. She went right along with it. But the waitress did slide me her number in there, but still.
Oh my!
That's
So the
when you got
waitress was
caught.
actually...
She was feeling it, huh?
Oh, yes, she was.
Okay, but
You do not sound remorseful at all for this
Yeah.
situation.
I was a little, but listen, I can't help it. I have it that way. What can I say?
well, hold
Hey.
on. Isn't this second date update that you want to do to call Brenda?
Or is it the waitress?
Sounds like you and the waitress might be a better match.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Well, no, but Brenda and I, after the night went on, we hit it off very well. And listen, I would like to see Brenda again in a different restaurant. But yes, I'd like to see Brenda again.
Is
Please
that
don't
because...
yell at me, girls, but is there a chance that her seeing him get hit on slightly made her like him more, like there's competition?
No, because
it's his cousin.
Yeah, he said that it was his cousin.
Oh, that's right. So
Yeah.
in her eyes, it's his cousin. Oh,
If
God.
anything-
I'm so sorry.
That's right,
you
that's
asked
right.
Anything, it's a red flag. Like, why are you rubbing your cousin?
Yeah.
You
I'm
know
so
Brooke is
sorry.
cousin rubbing all up and down her family reunions. Let's not act like it's
We're
weird.
not from West Virginia, so it wasn't like that.
Okay, so wait,
Okay.
how did this date start off before the restaurant?
Yeah.
It started off, we were playing flip cups on the hood of my car.
Wait.
Wait, what? Oh,
That's a confusing thing.
What do you mean? As part of the date?
Yes. I wanted to add some type of activity. I wanted to have some fun before the date. So
well, that,
So you got no team, you're just competing against each other.
Can someone remind me of the flip cup rules again?
you
Like,
chug the beer out of the plastic cup and you
Yeah.
put it on the table. Have to flip it over. That's to land on the
But
other side.
Usually you have a
Person
team
can't go.
of like 5.
Well,
Yeah,
you can just
but-
do it 6 times in a row yourself.
Yeah.
and that's what we did 6 times in a row.
Well, that's
Hey.
thoughtful. A
No.
lot of guys don't put the effort in to like plan out an activity for the actual date. They just go to a place and hope for the best.
And listen, I was a complete gentleman. I provided the beer.
Oh, you didn't
Wow.
put seltzer in it, you did beer.
Well,
oh, I mean, that sounds traditional, Alexis. You know?
and maybe Brenda's a beer type of gal. So we got flip cup, a restaurant. You hit on the waitress. Anything else we should know
Claim
from
she
your?
was your cousin.
Yeah.
That's important because I missed that, and that
Oh,
was
Corey.
important.
Any other
This is-
details from this romantic first encounter?
After the nice dinner we had, we ordered dessert. And
okay.
I ate both of them.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
Why?
Corey,
Both
why would
desserts?
you eat both the dessert? Desserts are meant to be shared.
Yeah,
Period.
that's a
Yeah.
part of the date.
But she saw a hair in hers, and listen, I didn't have a problem with the hair, so
I actually appreciate
again,
that.
Yeah.
I'm with Brooke on this one.
Don't ever say anything if that happens to me.
You just pick it off.
Yeah.
It's a freaking hair.
So she didn't want to eat it because there was a hair, so you
There
just
was
went
a
right
hair,
ahead.
so-
Well, you
What-
didn't
what-
want to insult your cousin by sending it back.
What kind of dessert was it?
Yeah.
it was a fudge brownie.
Oh.
You ate 2 whole fudge brownies in front of her?
I ate 2 whole fudge brownies.
Wait, why didn't you give her yours?
But I have already ate mine before she found the hair.
Okay.
Oh my God.
All right.
What?
This
a-
is awesome.
This is a wild night.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear from her for multiple
Yeah.
reasons.
So, what's happened since this date?
Did you guys kiss?
No, we didn't,
Okay.
but I was okay with that.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good.
All right, doesn't have to have a first
I don't know
kiss.
what's wrong with you. After you brought her beer, introduced her to your family, showed her how good you are at eating.
Sounds like a random night. to be
so
honest.
funny.
Kind of all over the place.
I would love to hear what excuse this woman has for not calling you back.
She repeats all 3 things.
What could it be?
Do you think you got caught in your lie about the cousin?
She didn't act like we still had a nice time afterwards.
Yeah, like her attitude would have changed,
Well,
right?
let's reach out to Brenda and have her explain herself and maybe even give you a refund after we do this second date update right after this.
Thank you, guys.
But hold on, man. If you missed part 1 of today's call, here's what we know. Corey is our
Tell us.
listener, and Corey's normal dates are unlike any other normal date we've ever heard on this show.
That's right, Jeff.
Because it started by meeting his date Brenda in a parking lot and playing flip cup with the backseat beer he had lying in his trunk.
Oh, he didn't say it was warm, though. Was it warm? I don't know why that.
I don't
makes
know
it
why.
worse
Was it in a
to me.
cooler? I mean, I'm assuming
I'm
it
just
was.
assuming it had been there a while. It eventually moved inside of a restaurant where he proceeded to hit on a waitress.
Yeah.
Doesn't think he got caught because he lied and said that she was his cousin.
Yeah, and
That
the
he was-
waitress went along with it.
Yeah.
Yes.
He was
While
rubbing
he
her arm.
rubbed her arm, yeah. And then it ended with 2 chocolate desserts, both eaten by Corey, because Brenda said she found a hair in hers.
Yeah.
Now, it's unclear to
He
me, maybe he clarified this already, but Corey, you didn't eat the actual hair, did you?
I may have.
I may have.
Oh, bro.
Gross.
You didn't even pick it out?
Listen, one long hair is not going to kill you.
Oh,
I mean,
Actually, I think that's a good quote.
we should put that on the restaurant sign right there.
Oh, gross.
Are we talking like dental floss?
No, just female hair.
There we go.
Okay. Still, that's really long.
Do you have any regret that, like, maybe she was telling you there was a hair so that you would speak up to the waitress and you
Oh,
would
yeah.
get the dessert switched out? I mean, the waitress to her was your cousin.
Oh, so she was
Oh,
trying to
that's
hook it
such a
up.
good point.
Yeah.
It's like
so easy.
setting you up to be like the chivalrous hero man.
Well, I didn't fall for that one.
I don't.
Didn't fall for it. She didn't pick
It's not a
up on
trick.
it.
I think. Okay.
I
get
really
it.
All
like
right.
you, Corey.
Not Corey's style. We get that. Now let's try and reach out to Brenda here and see if she answers.
And we're not going to out him on the cousin lie, right?
No.
Okay, I just want to make that clear in the room.
Yeah, no, I'm not.
Okay.
Even though I
Please
feel like
don't.
it might not have been as smooth as he says it is.
Yeah.
Well, let's
She
just.
thinks he
Make
is.
sure you all understand that I'm that smooth, okay?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
we never doubted you,
I'm
man.
actually going
We
to make
get
a
it.
note of it, Corey.
Okay. All right. Let's dial Brenda right now. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Brenda?
Yes. Who's this?
Hey, Brenda. Thanks for answering. We're a radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Hey, Brenda.
Hi, good morning.
Hi.
Hi.
Hey.
Welcome to the show, Brenda.
Thank you. I didn't sign up for any. I don't know.
No, you didn't sign up for anything. Somebody else kind of signed you up for this. It actually could be a really good thing for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what is
So
it?
this is a segment we do called Second Date Update because you were recently out with a guy who listens to our show. Apparently, he thinks you two had a really nice time, and he's been hoping to meet up with you again. His name is Corey.
I'm not sure I know who that is.
Really?
That is
No way.
shocking that you would forget Corey.
You guys played like flip cup in a parking lot. You went to a restaurant, shared a dessert, kind of.
Met his cousin.
Yeah. We heard your dessert wasn't very good.
This is really confusing. Did this happen at an Applebee's?
We didn't ask him.
We don't know. Maybe it did.
How is this not memorable?
I mean,
Yeah.
honestly, okay, we talked to him, and he was a very impactful person to me. Like somebody I wouldn't forget.
No, yeah.
Like, we're not going to forget, even after this, I bet.
Okay, I'm just confused because I'm a waitress at Applebee's, and
Oh my God.
Oh.
I don't.
Did
Is
he
it
give
the
us
wrong
the wrong
number?
number?
Oh,
You're his cousin.
oh man, shoot. Oh,
Oh, God. Okay.
I don't.
oh.
We got the wrong
Jeff,
phone number.
he's talking.
Yeah.
Tell him to stop.
So, Corey, please shed some light on this. What is going on?
Yeah, what happened?
I think, listen, I got 3 names under Applebee's. I got Applebee's Brenda,
Okay.
Applebee's Rachel, and
All right.
Applebee's Tanya. And I kind of,
Tanya.
Okay, so one must be the waitress. One is his actual date at
And-
Applebee's. I don't even know who the third one is.
I don't think he does either. Yeah.
Fair.
I mean, he rolled the dice.
Yeah.
1 in 3 chance to get it right.
But we're on the phone with Brenda, the waitress from
Yes.
Applebee's.
Yes, I'm Brenda.
You don't
Are
remember?
you the creepy guy that was like badgering me for my number?
Oh.
You gave him your
here we
real
go.
number?
Hang on.
Whoa.
So you thought that you were calling like your date from the other night?
But wait a minute. You seem like you was into it, so that's why I just went with it. Listen, I'm a nice guy. You're a nice lady, and maybe after my date with my other lady, then
You don't
maybe.
know her name, bro. You don't know her name.
Well, that's
Oh, no.
that's how
That
strong of an
pause.
impression that you made on him,
Yeah.
Brenda, at that
Good.
Applebee's, that he's completely erased every other female's
Yes.
name from his
All girls are now named Brenda.
high-functioning brain.
Yeah. He did
That's all I
say.
saw.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I got the name wrong, but I thought we had. some
No,
type of
you
connection.
didn't get the name wrong. I am Brenda,
It's
but
just
I was your waitress.
You got the.
Well,
Name,
okay,
right?
okay, my fault, Brenda.
I mean, that says a lot about a man, Brenda, that can admit their faults.
Yes.
Sure, yeah.
Listen. I made a mistake, but you made that impression on me, Brenda. So maybe, Brenda, we can go out another time.
Awkwardly saying her
Are you
name.
He's trying to remember it.
Yeah,
It's like a
for
tool.
himself.
I can't believe that when you were telling me about the date he played flip cup in a parking lot?
Yeah,
That's not a date.
Yeah,
I
we
gotta
thought
say-
the same.
better than a date.
Yeah,
No.
it's fun.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It can't be that uncommon in the parking lot of Applebee's.
Isn't it?
Probably not.
Brenda, it was just an activity that I thought maybe we can have fun before, we're going into the dinner. Now, with you and I would try something different. I will come up with a different activity
Oh, see?
if you give me that chance.
I think Corey's all about good vibes, good times with good people. And you fit all of those criteria for him. That's
If
why.
he remembers the people.
Well,
I think he will
I
now.
remember, Brenda.
I bet, Brenda, if you gave him a shot and sweet talked him back, he'd be willing to play a different drinking game with you. Maybe King's Cup.
I think I'm
Spin
good
the bottle,
on
maybe.
that one.
Spin the bottle? Well,
Just
okay.
you and her.
That's kind of
All right, that's like
bro.
juvenile.
beer pong.
But,
I feel like this guy just doesn't think.
well, guys that think, do you really want that? Ugh.
It's
rare.
That's going to give you a headache.
Yeah.
You want to be in charge.
I mean, Jeffrey actually has a point there.
Yeah.
A lot more work.
Yeah.
I definitely want a guy that thinks 100%.
Okay, well,
Thinking
Brenda,
about
you're
you.
in definitely the minority of women with that one, but I'd still like to offer to send you on a date with Corey, and we would pay for it.
Hey.
Applebee's gift card, anybody?
You want to go back to
Ooh,
work?
with her discount, you could get a lot for that
Oh,
gift
yeah.
card.
You get 4 brownies and let
Yeah.
him eat all of them.
Yeah, I'm okay though, but thank you for the offer.
Darn.
Okay.
Point
Brenda, do you guys take orders over the phone right now? Because I'd like to put one in for lunch.
Okay.
Oh,
We want brownies.
I don't take the orders, but someone else I'm sure can help you with that if you just call back.
Okay.
Okay. Corey, you're right. She is a dud.
Yeah, the problem is me.
The one who doesn't eat hair.
We didn't even talk about the whole dessert debacle with the hair in the brownie.
Yeah.
We didn't get to discuss it.
And him eating it?
Yeah, I was there. I saw it happen.
Oh.
You
Wait,
know.
wait, you served him to dessert that you knew had a hair in
Or
it?
did he-
I didn't know that there was a hair in it until his date sent something.
Oh.
And we went to replace it, and he had already eaten it.
Oh, quick
You gotta
work.
get a new one.
Yeah, it's a man who doesn't complain.
I don't complain, Brenda. I'll
Yeah,
easy
but like,
going, Brenda.
you
Remember
should
that.
complain about that.
Yeah.
All I know, it was a very good brownie.
Okay, so you're not going to get a date out of this, clearly. But I don't see why Applebee's wouldn't use you to endorse their dessert menu.
Oh.
But if only we could come up with like a catchy slogan for them.
Yeah, here today, gone tomorrow.
Hair today, gone tomorrow. I like it.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
you
a
get a
saying.
pass.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked forever on this show about dating hacks.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
so
they're
many.
great.
Tricks you can do on apps to get more swipes, people putting guys' photos into AI to calculate their real height.
Oh my God, that one was so smart.
I mean,
Yeah.
the dating world is a sneaky minefield nowadays, and today was no exception.
Good.
You will not believe what one woman pulled off while she was out with a guy.
Oof.
It had Jose freaking out that this was even possible once he heard it. You're going to find out when we do your brand new second date update right after this. If you're like me, you've wondered, is it possible to be too smooth on a date?
Jeff,
I've been there.
you have not.
I'm putting hair mousse on places where hair isn't.
What? Why
That's
did you just...
smooth.
Are you sticky
I'd
at
be
that point?
sticky more than anything.
And apparently, one of our listeners, Cam, believes that may have been his problem.
Oh, God.
Too smooth during his
Oh,
date.
man.
Cam, you moosing right now, bro?
Yeah.
No.
No?
God, Cam, thank God.
Because I am moosey goosey up in here. I'm ready to hear the story.
Will you
But
stop?
Loose and tough.
what? See?
I don't like
Brooke's
it.
getting too turned on by it. That's the problem. So, Cam, you think you're so smooth, huh?
Smooth as a moose.
That's actually the problem, is that she kept asking me, like, are you a player? Are you so smooth? You pick up girls all the time. And I couldn't convince her. I was like, well, no, I met you. I like you. We had a connection. Like,
She wouldn't believe you?
well, I don't know if she's just met the wrong people. She just kept asking.
Oh, well, maybe
well-
maybe you're more debonair and smooth than you realize.
You sound like a player to me, honestly. But,
No.
I mean, it's interesting that you even had that conversation. How did you meet this girl? I'm assuming.
And what's
what,
her
on-
name?
On the apps? Yeah.
Well, her name is Ashley.
Okay.
And we met at a food truck.
Oh, that's cute.
Oh.
To me,
Yeah,
where were
so-
you eating?
How did that happen?
No, Jose, you're going to get on a
Sorry.
tangent.
Well, I was out at the bars with some friends, and we were getting kind of late, so I go to this food truck, and I'm waiting for my nachos.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's always Mexican food after the bars.
Like
They're so
smooth
smart.
boys do with their nachos. Yep.
Attaboy.
I mean, I know Alexis would fall in love with you if she ran into you with a plate full of nachos.
I'd probably just
Nachos.
take the nachos.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, that's smart.
So then there's this girl, and she's dancing to this street musician who's playing guitar, but she's really into the music.
Oh, fun.
And so I just give her a hard time. I start picking on her. I'm like, wow, you must be really wasted.
Oh.
Oh, because she likes to dance?
Well, I mean, it was a street guitar player. It wasn't like this was a rock show, you know?
Okay.
He's playing like the ABCs and she's going crazy.
I wouldn't call that smooth.
What's not smooth about heckling a street performer and
Yeah.
criticizing
Yeah.
someone's dance moves?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not smooth.
Yeah.
See?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you're not helping yourself.
But she liked it? She liked being made fun of?
Well, yeah, so she picks on me back. She's like, no, I'm not wasted. I actually like good music. Don't you like this music? So it turns out we start talking. We end up at a picnic table with her friends. And then her friend starts complaining, I want to go home. And we were having a good time. So her friend goes home. She and I actually go out for more drinks.
What?
Oh.
Hey.
And we end up at my place.
Whoa.
Wow. She was willing to ditch her friend group just to hang out with you. I'm back on you being on the smooth train
I
again.
mean, honestly.
Well, the truth is her friend group actually kind of ditched her because they were the ones that want to go home.
yeah.
Oh.
There's always one in the girlfriend group that is like, okay, just.
Yeah.
No self-control.
Yeah, obviously we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
This is
right.
how it always ends.
Yeah.
How did it go back at your place?
Very well, I thought, until I woke up the next morning and she was gone, and I can't get a hold of her since then. But like I said, the only thing I can think of is her main theme of the night was like, how often do you pick up girls? Are you a player? Is this what you always do?
Well, it kind of makes sense why she would think that now, because you picked her up and, like, you guys went back to your place.
Well, no, I don't do that all the time, and I didn't just have a goal. Like, we went and had drinks first. Like, it just happened naturally.
I know. I'm just saying, like, the situation.
Yeah.
She's probably feeling...
I would only think that if, like, at your house, did you have something that screamed player? Like, extra toothbrushes, a ton of them, or, like, girl products.
That's actually a good point.
You know?
Back to the moose.
Or an extra room labeled for the girls.
Yeah, it's when guys have a lot of female products, you just catch on.
Do you have anything like that at your place?
No, I would think an extra toothbrush would scream wife, but...
Oh, well, no, it's not used. It's unopened.
Yeah.
You want to brush your teeth? I'm only saving that for my wife.
He's like, well, I had pictures of my wedding all around.
But I told her, like, look, I'm just a bachelor. I'm not dating anyone else. We happened to meet at a food truck, and we just hit it off. And so I'm like, what is going on? Why'd she leave early and disappear? It's so weird.
Okay.
A lot of times she may have been, like, her ex could have cheated on her, been a big player, so it could be other stuff. This isn't about
Jose
It's just
was her ex, so that's what he's saying.
All right.
It can be uncomfortable to wake up the next morning when you're, like, completely sober, and some people just want to scurry out of there before they have to face anything.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I totally understand that. But look, now it's been 4 days, and you at least text somebody back. Like, I've been texting her, and she won't even respond.
Okay. But you really liked her, you're saying. You could have seen more than just one night of fun.
Absolutely. I thought we were great together.
She probably just doesn't believe you. Honestly, it sounds like already she's like, no way, this guy's not.
Well, we'll try and call her and change her mind that you're not smooth and you're not cool.
Yes.
You are just a totally average, regular type of
That
guy.
never gets other women.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nobody wants him. No.
You've never even been with a woman before.
Yeah.
This is more like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. The porridge is too hot, the porridge is too cold. Let's just keep it in the middle.
Oh, we're not good at that.
No, yeah, we're going full extreme one way or the other.
No, he's not a virgin, but one time he got to second base.
Yeah.
Wait, no, he'd still be a virgin.
Yeah. Let's just call her. We'll see what she has to say for your second date update right after this. We're in the middle of a second date update. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, having kind of an interesting discussion in the studio. Is it possible to tell if a guy is a player right away? Like, just in general, when you meet, what are the signs that could point to that? Because maybe we could figure this out before we even call her.
Oh, if our listener is a player?
Yeah,
or
'cause
why she thinks he is?
Our listener, Cam, was accused of being a player by the girl he went out with, Ashley, the other night. And I'm wondering, Brooke, like, what are the signs that tell you a guy is a player? What do you think?
Interesting. I would say, like, using any sort of pet name right off the bat.
Oh, like
right out the
Fido,
gate.
Beethoven?
No,
No.
Jeff.
Beethoven, Airbud.
What's up, everybody?
That's probably not a good sign.
I'd also say, like, any sort of, like, touching or really intense eye contact, like a shoulder rub, or there's, like, you know, like the pop collar, like the Ferrari keychain. Like,
Okay, yeah,
you know,
that's just the pompous, like...
Yeah.
Okay, I guess I'm not going to bring my
extra.
Ferrari out on a date
Yeah.
then. Sure.
Oh, what am I supposed to bring? I don't own a Kia. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry, any Ferrari driver.
Sure.
Just in general.
Okay, so there are some signs there. I mean, maybe we could just break this down ourselves right now. Cam, do you own any Ferrari merch?
Yeah.
Did you use a pet name when talking to Ashley?
No.
Oh, long pause there.
He's thinking. He had to think about it. That's good.
Well, I just think it's funny that, like, I was like, I own a Ferrari? Like, where did that come from? Like,
Well-
but then I realized, oh, the keychain. No, it's definitely not.
Okay.
Well, I mean, anything where it's like you're overcompensating,
You're
or you're
bragging.
like, trying to make it
Yeah.
look like you have a lot of money.
I mean, I remind you, we met at a food truck, not a Michelin star restaurant.
That's also true.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
a
but-
normal guy.
Did you order a side of guac? Because that could be the same type of flex.
That's peacocking right there.
Big spender. Yeah, you caught me.
Okay.
Oh, guac boy.
So we're still up in the air. We don't know for sure if any of this even matters to her.
Yeah.
Like, it could be something completely different that has her not calling you back. So let's just dial up Ashley and find out.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Ashley?
Yeah?
Hey. Hey, Ashley. Not sure if you're ready for this, but welcome to a radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Okay.
Sorry, this is overwhelming.
Probably, because what we're doing here is a segment called a second date update. We are reaching out on behalf of one of our listeners. It's a guy that you met just a few days ago.
Yeah, this is actually pretty cute, I think.
He really wants to see you again because his name is Cam.
Oh.
You remember Cam from the food truck?
God, oh my God, unbelievable. Yeah.
Unbelievable, huh?
Yep.
Oh,
Wow, that's a glowing review.
That means there's more to the story.
Why do you feel that way? What happened that night? Because we've heard a little bit of the story from Cam.
Oh, and he said such nice things about you, about
He
what
did.
a good time
Oh my
you guys had.
God. Oh my God.
No? Oh.
Let's just say I should have known at the taco truck. Red flag. Way too comfortable approaching me. Like,
What?
no.
Wait,
Wait, okay.
Too comfortable?
What is the red flag? Because he said he was making fun of your dancing. Remember your street dancing?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh God. He just was like, I don't know, like, he just gave me player vibes. All right.
Well, the
He
player part.
mentioned that you said to him you thought he was a player, and he denied it multiple times.
Yeah, he did many times.
It didn't bother you enough to go home with him, so we're...
That's true.
Oh, great. He told you about that too. Awesome. Great.
Well, he just
Oh,
said
well.
you went over and spent the night. He didn't say anything.
Oh,
No
okay.
details about it, but the one detail that he is totally missing is, like, why haven't you spoken to him? Because he's trying to text you, and you are not responding at all.
Okay. So we've been drinking a lot, and he kind of passed out. Like, nothing actually happened.
Okay.
And my friends had told me about this trick that they do to, like,
Oh.
check if a guy is saying who they, say they are or whatever. I know it's really sneaky, but when he was passed out, I took a live photo of his face with my phone.
Uh-oh.
And then, oh God, I can't believe I'm telling you. I kind of went over to his phone and like held it over, and it opened his phone.
Oh, that's so smart.
Wait.
Opened his phone?
With
What?
his face.
Dude,
I
that
get it,
is
but
messed
why?
up.
What are you looking for?
Probably just play Candy Crush on it, right?
Dude, I wish that's all I found.
I'm sorry, that's kind of crazy.
I mean, that's a smart move. I'm
No.
sorry. I would hate it to happen to me, but that is brilliant.
That
Thank
is
you.
such a
Thank you.
violation.
Well,
It is.
what did you find on his phone?
Okay, the whole I'm not a player, I'm not talking to other girls, blah, blah, blah. Within like 10 seconds, I could see that was a complete lie.
Well, yeah, everybody would lie about that. Like, what are you going to say?
want someone to say
well,
yes?
no, but
Yeah.
I'm actually talking to 10 other women right
Yeah.
now, but come home with me.
But like so many texts. Like it was ridiculous. And I'm thinking like, how many times has he like met these girls at taco trucks? Like, is this his thing? Does he hang out at the taco truck? Like, what is going
Yeah.
I'm
on?
back at his house with him right there, so why do you care?
Yeah.
I mean, you went home like a one-night stand. Like, it's just like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be a one night stand. I didn't know it was good. I was hoping for a relationship. We seemed to click. I just, I had this feeling.
I mean, I could think he thinks you're a player. You go home with a random guy for the taco truck and know how to break into his phone.
Wait a
What?
minute.
Now you guys just sound
I'm just
crazy.
saying.
Alexis really knows
All,
about
all
Okay.
I know is I do believe that he really, really likes you.
Yeah.
And that maybe he will be a reformed player.
Yeah,
after
he
you
likes
give him
you
another
and
chance.
20 other women all at the same time.
He only called us about her,
Oh,
Jeff.
Exactly.
That is true, but I am a little bit mad that he lied to us about texting other women.
We didn't ask
Oh,
him
yeah,
that.
we didn't ask.
We didn't have to. He just came out and said that.
Are you
That he
texting other
wasn't-
morning shows?
He
What?
said that he wasn't talking to anybody else.
That's what he said in the first part, but now I want to
Oh.
ask him again. Cam?
Cam, you've got a jilted man on the phone named Jeffrey.
No, this is a real violation of privacy.
Oh, not a good first thing to say, bro.
You just
Not
didn't
a good
say
way to
no.
go.
Yeah.
By the
I
way,
mean, true, but also
can't
I
deny
agree.
it.
Yeah.
by the way, Ashley, Cam has been listening to this conversation the
yeah.
entire time.
Oh my
Another lie that he didn't come forward with. So,
His
oh,
lie,
we're
not
gonna
ours.
blame him.
well, I'm just saying.
Jeffrey.
Not a
Jeffrey's
good
It's
look.
the
Good
truth.
guy.
He didn't mention
Oh,
anything. So,
dang.
Cam, go ahead. Talk to Ashley there and try and defend yourself, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that's not cool to look through my phone.
Okay.
I mean, so you're telling me over and over again you're not a player. Not only are you a player, but now you're a liar.
Yeah.
No, I just think you can't just dig like that. That's not cool. You should give me a chance to, get to know you myself.
What, to lie to me some more? Like, are you kidding me? Who are these girls? Chloe. What was the other one? Oh, yeah, the pictures from, I think her name was April.
Oh.
Maybe they were not girls that you're dating. Maybe they were family members.
I hope not. Oh Oh my God.
Brooke talks like that to her family members,
With the
so
explicit photos?
you know.
That is not true.
What?
That is not
I'm just
true.
trying to help. Maybe there's an explanation
You're not
that Cam is
helping.
not jumping in and offering up.
That's not
I
it,
think
Cam.
Cam needs to explain why he was lying. Because obviously you got caught. Like, why lie?
Well, honestly, I'm more curious about the little phone hack game. Like, what the hell was that all about?
That's crazy.
That is kind of like
a little
CIA next
impressive.
level.
I never heard of that.
I mean, I had an instinct and I followed it. I just knew. I knew you were lying and I had to prove it before I left so I didn't do something stupid. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
I think it's interesting that you use the word instinct there, Ashley, because say what you will about violation of privacy and you crossing boundaries. Bottom line is you don't go through somebody else's phone unless you really care about them.
Oh, that's
So-
a twist, Jackie.
Something deep inside of your heart
Wow.
told you need to steal this man's
Wow.
face and read
Okay.
his text messages
I don't know
to
that
make
we
sure
can-
he's the right guy for you. I would follow that instinct
Would you?
all the way to Chili's for a real date that
Chili's.
we pay for.
Wow.
We owe it to
segue.
your heart, to your instincts to see this through.
And that's a food
Interesting.
store, not a food truck.
I have a feeling that was not going to work on Ashley.
Well, I don't know. That instinct came from
no.
somewhere.
that instinct came from me not want to be fooled again. That's where it came
Yeah.
from.
Yeah, but I said Chili's. Did you hear me? Those baby back ribs are worth it.
Yeah, man, that's not helping.
They're not even sponsoring us, and I'm throwing that out there like it's the true love.
Listen, Cam, look, it's not happening. So just, I don't know what you're doing with this phone call. Just forget it. Like, lose my number, man.
Oh.
Man.
That's pretty clear there, Cam.
He
Yeah.
likes her. He wants to date her.
He messed up, dude.
Fine, then delete that picture of my face.
Oh.
Oh, I already did. Don't worry about that.
I thought for sure she would have printed it out and framed it. But
I was
no.
going to say, I bet there's other uses like for it.
Yeah, just post that picture right on the side of the taco truck for the next girl that he games down.
Oh.
That's not a bad idea.
It really is.
Look, I'm only there Thursday through Saturday. It's not that big a thing.
Oh, okay. When you end a first date with someone and there's no kiss, but you have that looming question in your mind, wondering, am I going to be going out with this person again?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
not? Let's say you're in the middle. How do you find out what they're thinking?
Oh, phone tap.
Wait, like
What do
a
I,
prank phone?
that's actually tapping their phone. I think that's illegal.
Oh, you're talking about like
surveillance.
Okay.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that yet.
Okay.
One of our listeners came up with a little trick that forces the guy, in a polite way, to reveal where his head is at.
Ooh, interesting.
We've never heard this on the show before. You're going to hear it for the first time, and then we'll find out if it actually worked in your second date update right after this. Got an email from a woman named Monica who said she can't believe she's not getting another date with lips like these.
Oh, okay, Monica.
Well, that was all I had to read before I
Fuck her
told our
up.
producer to contact this woman right now. Monica, use those lips to say hello to the Brooke and Jeffrey family.
Hello.
Ooh,
Wow.
they do sound luscious. You got
Very
some luscious
plump.
lips.
Yeah, shout out your filler lady.
Hey, maybe they're natural,
Or
Alexis.
it's too much. He's like, hi, everyone. I'm coming.
Yeah, what did you mean
you
lips
go.
like these from your email?
I mean, they are very beautiful, full, succulent, natural.
I love your confidence coming into this.
That sounds like it's been a little bit shook because this guy isn't calling you back. What's his name?
Yeah, his name is Nick.
So tell us about Nick and how you met.
Yeah, we met on one of the apps, of course. But we decided to meet up for some drinks.
Okay. Do you do any lip prep before a first date?
Ooh, some liner,
Maybe.
oil.
I actually was working, and I was an hour late.
Oh.
I was stuck at work, but I did let him know in advance.
Like in advance enough where he wasn't sitting at the
Yeah, that's a good
restaurant?
point.
Or right before the hour mark happened.
Give it about 20 minutes before. I thought I was going to get out of there because, you know, where we were going is near where I work and everything. So I thought I was going to be there. But
Oh, so-
Okay.
That
Yeah.
sucks, but it's not like the worst it could be.
Well,
right?
what was Nick's reaction when you said you're running an hour behind?
well, it wasn't. I just said I was running late.
Oh, so you didn't
He's
even.
thinking 5 minutes.
He said he'll be there And then it turned into an hour. So,
so he was sitting there waiting for you.
I told him that it was work, deadline. He said, take your time. I understand. I'll be here.
Well, yeah, because he has to say that.
Yeah.
You know?
You can be patient.
Like, he actually waited an hour for you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Oh, man. Was the date awkward? Like, was he upset at all? Like,
If he was, he didn't say anything or it didn't look like it. So, yeah.
Okay.
So we had our good conversation. He ordered sushi. And then the night was still kind of young. So I was like, well, around the corner, there is this really good spot to go dancing.
Oh.
He seemed excited because he was like, oh, my gosh, I haven't done that in years.
hey.
Yeah.
He seriously was excited to go out dancing?
You don't believe a man likes to dance? Jeffrey, you love dancing.
No, after he
Don't
waited
you?
an
After he
hour.
waited an hour, they
No.
had dinner and drinks, and then
It's
he's
still
like,
a first
I
date.
never dance, but I guess this time I will.
Yeah, for the first time.
Yeah, I don't think that he was making it up. He seemed like he was genuinely interested in doing it.
He's a good liar. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good.
Now you're forgetting how good her lips are.
Yeah, yeah.
All
Distracted from
right.
you.
Yeah, he'll
That's
follow
true.
those anyway.
Yes.
He's waiting for that kiss.
Was it like a club type of dancing, or was it like country or
No.
Latin?
Yeah, like a dive bar?
No, it was in a hotel. You know how they have like a little lounge area. But once we got there, we sat down. There was like fire pits. You know, it was a whole vibe.
Okay.
Okay.
So like more romantic than what I pictured in my head.
Yeah.
Like with fire pits and stuff.
I was picturing like poles going up and down, like that type of club.
Yeah, how do you twerk in the fire pit?
Yeah.
No, I would not take him to the club.
Okay. All right. So, did you actually dance at this dance club?
Yeah, like I got up and started dancing. He decided he didn't want to dance, even though I
Yeah.
tried to coax him up, but he didn't.
Maybe a stupid question. Were other people dancing too, or was it just you?
I'm trying to imagine like the fire pits and everything.
You know, I am a person, I will march to my own drum.
That's
It was
right.
just me.
Just you.
Okay.
So,
So
this is like,
that's
let's
why.
go dancing, and then you show up to a place and no one else is dancing.
If you've ever hung out with Brooke out in the
Yeah,
wilds, then
that's
you know
true.
what this is like.
Dude, how can you not move your body when there's good music?
Brooke will
I
do
mean,
the first
honestly.
dance at a wedding. Like, she loves
Oh,
to
for
dance.
sure.
Before
For
the
sure.
bride and groom.
Dude, I have no shame in
All
my
right.
dancing game.
Well, maybe that could have been a little bit awkward for him to just be sitting there while you were the only person in the entire room dancing.
Or maybe it was awkward and that's why he didn't. But you would think that wouldn't he be impressed by her confidence and her like zest for life?
You're really
If she's
hoping
a
for
good
that, aren't you,
dancer.
Brooke?
You would think, you would really think that somebody would want to live.
That's
Hello?
right.
Okay.
Live your life like no one's watching.
It's good you were leading the charge on having fun that night. How did you two end it?
Well, I drove him back to where his car was, and
Okay.
I gave him a hug, but I showed him my phone. It was his profile picture from the dating app,
Yeah.
and I was just like, well, what do I do with this?
Oh, that's a funny question.
Do I delete or do I keep?
Make them tell you. He's like, delete it. And then shuts the door. I'm just kidding.
What did he say?
He said, do whatever you like.
Oh.
That could be good or bad.
I don't know. What was your vibe? Did that feel like a good answer to you?
I mean, I wasn't sure, and then he just got in his car and rolled out.
Well, he could be trying to play hard to get, where it's like, yeah, do whatever you want. I don't care.
Yeah.
Like, but he
it
really
works
does
like
care.
Yeah, so hard to get. He's not even calling her anymore.
Yeah.
See, now he's really good.
I mean,
Impossible to get.
I will say some men don't know how to play the line on that one. You know, like
Yeah, maybe he just like was nervous and he didn't know what to say. That's why he had to get out.
He
of
didn't
there.
say don't call a radio station.
That's
so,
true.
that's the point of
If he didn't want that, he should have set the boundaries
Yeah.
early on. So we're gonna call him whether he likes it or not,
Practically asked to be on.
try and get those lips a second date update.
Fuck her up.
We'll do it right after this. Hold on. Doesn't every romantic movie end with the dude hopping in his car, peeling out, and yelling, "Do whatever you want, I don't care"?
No, Jeff.
They should end that way. It'd be way more realistic, because that's what happened to one of our listeners, Monica, who showed up an hour late to her date with Nick. And once she finally arrived, they had a good time. That is, till the end of the night when he kind of hopped in his vehicle, left in a hurry, and didn't seem very enthusiastic about meeting up another time.
Yeah.
Brooke, didn't your husband come home late smelling like sushi and fire pits recently, or is that just the new scent from Old Spice?
Wait a minute.
He doesn't eat sushi.
Oh, yeah, he
it's
does.
the Old Spice scent.
Yeah,
Okay.
he only likes really bland chicken breast. So
all
I know
right.
it's not him.
We'll rule that one out.
Yeah.
Not sure what went wrong with Nick. Monica, do you have any theories?
No, I actually really thought that everything was great.
Okay.
Other than the hour late.
I mean, maybe we're reading too far in, Jeffrey, into that "do whatever you want" line, because it could have been like, it depends on tone, right? Could be like, "do whatever you want."
Yeah, like he's throwing it back on
Let's hope
her.
it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Do whatever you want, cutie. And giggles and runs away.
Or it could have been his hair. Like, do whatever you want, whatever you need. Like, please, let me out of it.
That's a panic.
Yeah, a lot of emotions that could have been.
Crying.
We have no idea. We got to just reach out to Nick and see where his head is at. You ready, Monica?
Yes.
It could just be his thing. We call him and he picks up and he's like, do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's
Like,
his
we don't know.
It's his catchphrase?
There it is.
Let's find out. I'm going to dial his number. Here we go.
Hello?
Hey, is this Nick?
Yes. Who's this?
You don't have to be afraid. We're just a friendly neighborhood radio show called Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.
Why does it sound bad when you lead with like friendly? Like you're overcompensating.
Don't fear us. We're here for
friendly.
you.
What is this about?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
Hey,
this is a segment that we're doing. It's called a second date update.
Hi. Good
And
morning.
we're reaching out because you went out with one of our listeners the other night named Monica.
Remember Monica with the good lips?
That's not what we call
I mean, I remember Monica.
See, I knew the lips.
Yeah,
were
well,
out for him.
She remembers you too. And she had a great time hanging out with you the other night. Was thinking that there was going to be another date that came from it, but it hasn't happened yet. So
Really?
we're trying to help her figure out if there's a reason for that.
She thought there was going to be another date. Cool. Wow.
What?
Well,
Wait, are you sure
Okay.
you mean cool? Wow.
No, Brooke, that we can hear the tone now. We know what he's saying. That is not
We're okay.
that's not good.
We're kind of
Try it
optimistic for her, but we don't know what the reason is. If there is one, maybe you could help
Yeah, she
us
doesn't-
understand.
Yeah, because
She doesn't either.
sounds like it should be really obvious to her, and it's not.
I mean, I assume you've talked to her. I don't know what she's told you.
She did say she was an hour late. Is that why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was over an hour late.
That's bad, bro.
Hmm.
I can't believe you waited.
I was there early.
Ooh.
I was already there when she texted me.
Ooh.
Oh.
You were there 20 minutes early because she said she texted 20 minutes
Don't
before
do
the
that
date.
ever.
You're right.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I got there early because it's a busy place. Parking's kind of tough. I wanted to be comfortable. I wanted to be ready when she was there.
Okay.
Good.
That is really
That makes
thoughtful.
But she didn't ask you to get there 20 minutes early, so you can't blame it on her.
This is why you're not supposed to be
No,
on
you can only be
time.
mad about the hour, not the hour 20.
Yes, so
But it does sound from her description that you guys were able to move past that. I mean, she definitely felt bad.
You know, I get it. Stuff happens. So
Yeah.
I thought, I'd give it a shot, see how things go.
Okay.
all right. How was the rest of the date after she got there?
Well, pretty quickly, I regretted not ever talking to her on the phone beforehand.
What?
Whoa.
What do you mean?
From moment one, the vibes were just real bad.
Okay.
It was the attitude?
Yeah, what do you mean?
Well, she comes in hot. She's like, sorry I'm late. You should know I never eat after 6.
Oh.
Is it after
What?
6? Wait, is it after 6 at this point?
It's around 7. Like, we planned on getting dinner at 6.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Okay.
Then she eats all my food.
Whoa,
Wait, what?
Hey,
What do you mean?
Yeah, I'd already ordered it because she was like, I'm on my way. And I was like, the food will be here ready for her.
Oh, no.
And
okay.
she's like, no, I'm not going to eat any of it. And then proceeds to eat all of it.
And sushi's not cheap, dude.
I mean, but the good news is you weren't ordering for just yourself, right? When you put the order in when she was arriving, you were planning on her eating.
yeah.
I was planning on her eating roughly half of it.
Yeah.
Oh, she.
Did she eat more than
She ate
half
more?
of
Oh,
it?
well, you got to eat faster then. Keep up. I'm just saying. Like,
Wait, what do you mean? How much did she eat?
She ate all of it.
What
She
the?
ate my half. She ate her half. There was also the wine.
Uh-oh.
She drank all the wine?
The waitress came up and asked if she would like a drink. She doesn't even look at the server and is just like give me a cab. That's what she yelled. She yelled, give me a cab, like a Cabernet.
Okay. What's wrong with that?
The server then asks what kind, and she just goes, give me the best. Just sort of waves her hand and goes, give me the best.
That means most expensive.
Well, she was
3 glasses later, she's like, let's do another.
Oh, wow.
And I'm like, no, I think you're done. I think you're cut off at 3.
Oh, my God.
Bad day at work for her.
Bro.
It was getting so expensive.
Oh my God, I've heard enough of this bullshit.
Okay.
You are lying.
Well, hold on, Monica.
He's lying?
Whoa, slow down a little bit.
I
Nick,
wanna hear this.
I need to
Oh, he gets the
inform you
dancing.
just real quick. That's Monica. She's been quietly waiting on the other line to jump in and talk to you.
Seething should be the other answer.
Well-
I've been over here seething because he is a liar.
Oh, really?
Oh, I ate everything. Really? You had not one iota of that sushi. You didn't have a couple of cocktails your damn self. Are you
All
kidding
right.
me?
Okay, Monica, you know,
I like Monica.
I appreciate your passion.
Oh, man.
Let's let Nick respond to you, Nick.
Monica, as always, it's a pleasure.
How polite.
Oh, Nick.
Please tell me what specifically I made up from that story, because I'm pretty sure I told the truth. I didn't make up anything.
He didn't know you were on
You
the
had
phone.
no sushi. You had no sushi.
Yeah, you ate all of it. I didn't have time to eat any of it.
Monica, there is no shame in
So I
that,
guess I'm
okay?
just over there major painting. Okay. Yeah, I'm just shoveling it in.
Were you? Is that a statement?
I think it's fine. Like, maybe you just were so excited about the date, you just weren't paying attention to his needs.
It's good sushi.
Whatever. He had some food. Okay, he's making things up.
Had some,
Okay.
Was
So
there bread or something at the table?
she's saying that the whole time.
She also said I was ugly.
Wait, what?
She called you ugly.
Wait.
Oh, my
Now I don't believe you. There is no
Okay.
way she called you ugly to your face, Nick.
Right, yeah, like I would call you ugly, but yeah, I'm calling a radio show because I wanted another date.
Okay,
Let's make it
Nick.
make sense,
You told
okay?
me you couldn't believe anybody would message me on my dating profile.
Whoa.
Come on.
Monica, did you say that?
I mean, yeah, he said he was getting a lot of messages. I was a little shocked, but you know.
Wait, you think he has a bad profile pic?
I mean, a man who waits an hour for a date probably doesn't have a lot of other options.
That's not very
I don't
nice.
mean that
That's
as a
not
dig.
very
I don't
nice.
mean that as a dig. I'm sorry.
We're focusing so much on the negatives here. There must have been some positive things that you liked about the date.
Yeah, I remember one thing that happened on the date is I asked if a medical assistant was the same as a nurse, and you just told me to Google it.
What?
Stop asking dumbass questions. I mean, hell, that's what Google is there for.
All right.
You said your job was as a medical assistant, and I was making conversation.
Yeah.
And I made the conversation back. Google it.
I kind of like that. I might steal that.
Dude.
Someone's like, you tell someone your
All
radio
right.
personality, and they're like, what is that? You're like, Google it.
I wish more than anything I was at table sitting next to your
Yes.
table on a first date.
Or
Yeah.
watching the whole dancing at the club happening.
Yes.
I wanna
Oh my
see
God,
how-
we didn't even get to the
Yeah,
dancing.
the fire
It
pit.
wasn't even
fine.
a club.
It's
It was
fine.
a
I'm
hotel
good.
lobby.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't
All I
Well-
heard was it was a hotel lobby from
Yeah.
Nick.
All right.
That
So
DoubleTree was popping,
this
though.
this whole call is kind of getting away from us here. We were hoping that after like the hour-long bounce back that we could maybe salvage this, and there's still a
Hey.
chance.
Is there, Jeff? Is
I'm
there?
not about to go out with him. I'm going to go out with liars.
Well,
Okay.
Did he ever lie?
he's not a
Yeah, he
liar.
lied,
He's an
according to her.
ugly liar.
Oh.
At least according to Monica.
So we should give him more
Your
grace?
words. Your words. I didn't say that.
I don't know what was said.
Yes, you did. You did say
All I
that.
all I can do here is offer to send you guys out on another
Yeah.
date, Nick. A
Nope,
date.
I'm good. I'm
Well,
good.
Yeah, we figured that.
Dude,
All right.
Monica, you are a spirited woman, and I appreciate you.
You know what? I've already had some kisses anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Wait,
kisses
you've
anyway
been
with
kissing
other
other
guys.
people? Why'd you
Okay.
email us asking for this?
I got a roster. I am like NBA. You got to have a starting five, okay? Thank you.
Starting
All right.
5. Oh my God.
All right.
Homie just got cut from the team.
Nick, you've been benched, dude. I'm sorry, man.
How will I ever get over it?
It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning, and don't you hate it when you're having a normal conversation with someone that you're interested in, and then out of the blue, they say, Yeah, I had a good weekend too, other than getting arrested for selling smuggled chinchillas on the black market.
Oh, dang.
Other than
What the
that, totally
heck?
normal.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard to know how to react properly to something that shocking.
Or ask for the price.
True.
Yeah.
That's exactly how our listener Vincent felt when he got a text from his date right before they were supposed to go out. And immediately it changed everything.
Oh, no.
You're going to find out what she said in your brand new second date update right after this. Does it change your mentality if you're going out on a date with someone and you find out they went to Harvard?
Ooh.
Versus
Yeah, it
like a
does.
community college or something, or book
Yeah.
school?
I gotta tell a whole different set of jokes on this
Dude,
date.
I imagine immediately trust fund kid.
Yeah.
Is that bad?
Yeah.
Well,
Should
No.
I
it
go
is
with
bad,
smart?
Brooke.
But
Some of them work
I was
hard to
thinking
get
Legally
there.
Blonde quotes.
Oh.
Okay, yeah.
Hey.
I see where you're coming from. Like, if I match with a woman who is a Harvard grad, I know what I'm thinking.
What's
What do
that?
you?
She can do my taxes.
Oh.
Hey.
I better bring my Quicken to the restaurant so that she can take care of that for me while she handles our bill.
You're like,
too.
here's my one
You know-
I-9 form. Can you help? Like, how many jobs do you have?
You know they still have communications majors there, right? Yeah.
I don't believe it. But no, seriously, it is possible to get a little intimidated before the date even happens. And
Yeah.
apparently that was the case for one of our listeners, Vincent. But it had nothing to do with the school that she attended.
Oh.
Vincent, what did you get intimidated by?
Hi, y'all. So
Hi.
I met this girl on an app, Blair, and she texted me beforehand that she was going to be running late because she had a therapy session that was going long.
Okay.
Okay.
So-
well, that's actually a good thing. So.
Well, so I replied, are you in therapy? And she said, no, she's the therapist.
Oh, God. Oh, my God.
Okay.
I am so with you.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Even I
Now
have,
it's intimidating.
I have friends that are therapists, and every time I leave a conversation, I'm like, they were judging me.
I remember.
I just know it.
I remember talking to a girl on Tinder once, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm a therapist, but don't worry, I won't analyze you." And I'm like,
Yeah,
"Yeah, right.
right.
You don't you just say that? Yes, you will."
Is that how you felt, Vincent?
Oh, yeah, I mean, you guys hit the nail on the head. I was immediately nervous because she was going to be, smart and analytical. And I actually changed the location. I texted her a different address to like a nicer, more upscale bar.
She's
We're not
our-
going to Applebee's.
She knows.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's not just breaking down you as a person, she's breaking down all of the choices that you make too.
Yeah,
So probably a good
yeah.
call.
it's
Oh,
so funny.
no.
Did it make you more nervous?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, I actually started to feel hyper aware, and I think I just like fixated on everything I was saying. And I just think I came off weird.
Okay.
Oh, you were uncomfortable.
So you still did go out on the date then?
Yeah, we met in person, and she was really beautiful and nice and like
Ooh.
very warm.
Okay, and did you get an
Okay.
invoice for your session?
Well, she actually made a joke just like that. She
Really?
said I was listening a lot, and she was talking, and maybe she should pay me.
Oh, that's
Oh.
cute.
Hey,
Oh.
bro, that's
That's
good.
a big compliment.
Yeah.
Were you like trying to be really listening and attentive to her, or was that an accident?
An accident, or it could be just how he is as a person,
No,
Jeff.
I feel like it's out of fear that she'll notice any
Yep.
red
Yeah.
flag
Yeah.
Exactly
that
what
comes out of
Alexis
his
said.
mouth.
Yep.
Sometimes I go in like wanting to be super confident and then I say nothing and I'm like, oops. Is that the case?
I did try to listen more than I spoke, but then as soon as she called it out, I opened up a little bit more, and then
Okay.
if I'm being honest, then I started to like talk about my own childhood. I had no idea how I got into it. It
Oh,
just,
Why would
no.
you do that?
Oh, no.
man.
I mean, okay, but childhood can be a common topic on a first date, right? Like
Yeah.
where you grew up and
Or if you were both being like self-deprecating, like what was the vibe?
yeah, although I would say something that I think was like self-deprecating, and she'd inquire more about it.
she wouldn't
Oh,
laugh.
scary.
You wanted to laugh there.
Not to delve deep.
Yeah, so anyway, I just sort of feel like maybe if I had been less worried and just more relaxed and
If you're so intimidated by her, do you want to go out with her again? Like you think you can get rid of those nerves,
Or
you
maybe
know?
maybe after one date the nerves are gone and now you feel like you're comfortable.
I honestly wish I could do a redo because I really
Okay.
think that if I just took myself out of the equation, we would have a nice time.
Okay.
If I wasn't there, it would have been fantastic.
So I don't want to think this for you, but is it possible that maybe you said too much about your childhood and the things you were into and the animals you used to cut up? And sew back together.
As long as they were already dead.
Yeah, well.
My uncle put a zipper on a squirrel once. He
Okay.
was practicing
I'm
taxidermy.
pretty sure it's one of those 3 signs of a serial killer.
Yeah,
I think that's
story.
one.
Not the right
No, I'm
person
pretty sure.
to be talking
Okay,
about
well,
this.
her uncle would have got a second
I'm
date.
saying,
Is
do you
that
think
what
you delved too deep into your own childhood with her?
I don't think so. There's no squirrels with zippers in my past.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not as messed up
Okay,
as
that's
that
where
lady.
the bar's at.
Well, it could be a totally different reason. How long has it been since you talked to her?
About a week ago.
I mean, honestly, she's a career woman. Maybe she's just too busy. Like, she's
Probably.
not even.
Yeah.
No one's too busy to text someone they like, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just
that's
saying.
awesome. Yeah, I mean, seriously.
In a week.
I mean, yeah, that's sort of what I'm thinking too. Because I've asked her if she wants to go out again, and she'll get back to me, but she won't actually answer the going out part.
Uh-oh.
I bet she's so good at mind tricks.
Yeah.
She studied them at Harvard.
Well, I'm excited to go mano-y-mano with her on the phone and maybe get myself some free therapy if she's up for it.
Or you're going to put it back on her and break her down live on the air. She's going to cry,
I wonder if
Jeff.
she takes our company's insurance.
Ooh, okay. We're going to
yeah.
ask her. I hope you're cool with that, Vincent. We're going to take care of ourselves first
Group therapy.
and then try and get you a second date update right after this.
Thanks, guys. Whatever works, I'm up for it.
All right, man, hold on. If you're just joining us, our listener Vincent thinks he may have psyched himself out right before his first date started.
Definitely sounds like it.
Because earlier that day, he learned that Blair is a professional therapist.
Ooh.
Yes.
And that made him feel anxious, a little hesitant, worried that she might be super analytical of him. He should have felt excited, though.
Really? I think everybody agreed that it was a little
Well,
hard.
I've never had a therapy session end with my pants still on.
Oh,
Although
Oh my God.
Jeff, that's not a good sign.
Well,
I don't think that's a good thing.
I do pay extra for it,
Oh,
so
that's not a therapy session.
anyway. Well, there's the word therapy somewhere in there. His date ended fully clothed with a little bit of oversharing into his childhood past. So
Yeah.
he wishes that he could get a redo on the
Dude.
whole thing.
I think we've all been there where your mouth is just spewing out words and your head is like, no, don't say that.
Constantly, Brooke.
Now, Vincent, if Blair does pick up here, we're not going to mention that her job affected your mindset for the day. We don't want her to know that.
Oh, really?
Right?
You don't think it'd be good to be honest with a therapist?
I think she's used to it.
Out of
Yeah, she'd be used
everybody, it seems like she'd understand.
Well, at least we don't want to offer that up right off the bat.
Don't
Oh,
put it in
I'll
her
give you
head.
that. I'll give you that.
Let's see how she felt about the
Yeah.
date first. Are you cool with that, Vince?
Yeah, whatever the play is.
Whatever the play is? Okay.
Well,
All
the
right.
play is we're going to let it play out.
I mean, the thing is, are you ready to be cool? Because eventually you will be on the phone with her.
Yeah, are you chill right now, dog? Are you good?
We don't need any more childhood stories.
That'd be so good.
I'll try my best.
Okay.
Or
Well-
save an embarrassing one and toss it in there for us. Just for our entertainment.
We're down for a little bit of juice, so we're going to dial Blair right now. We'll see if she picks up. Good luck to us all. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, we're looking to speak with Blair.
Yes, this is her.
Hey, Blair. How you doing today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Thanks.
Morning.
Hey, Blair. Welcome to the show.
Show? Who is this?
Yeah, this is a radio show. We're called Brooke and Jeffrey in the Morning.
Yeah.
Okay. What can I help you with?
Well, we have a lot of problems, and we're hoping that you could work through them with us.
You just got to pick one of us because it's going to be a long time.
But there is actually a really big issue that we're looking to fix today, right now on the phone with one of our listeners that you went on a date with named Vincent.
Oh, okay. This is very fascinating. Why would he contact you?
Well, because he really had a good time with you, and he was hoping to see you again for another date, but that hasn't materialized yet. So he isn't sure if there's a reason why.
Yeah, how can I help?
Well, maybe we could just start with what was your take on the date with Vincent? How did you feel about it?
Oh, it was fine. Fine seems like a good word for it. He seemed like a pleasant guy.
Oh, it wasn't
Fine
bad?
isn't usually a good word
I mean,
when
we're not
we hear it.
therapists or anything.
Well, that's
but-
why. Was there anything bad that happened? That's a good question.
I mean, he was a little nervous, but aren't we all when we're first meeting somebody?
Yeah.
Totally.
And that could actually be kind of endearing because it means that he cares, right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
You get nervous when you meet people too?
Sometimes.
Oh,
She's a therapist. She never gets nervous, bro.
Yeah, therapists never have any issues.
No.
Yeah.
Tell us. You have no issues.
Okay.
I see. So he told you what I do for a living.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that okay?
Oh, yeah, of course. He knows I'm a therapist, but he probably doesn't know I'm a past life regression therapist.
What's that?
A what?
What?
I help individuals access memories or experience from previous lifetimes to address current emotional and psychological spiritual issues.
Oh, like unlock.
Why are you acting like this is so normal?
No, because I've heard of people when they have breakthroughs, they'll be like, I unlocked this memory from my childhood.
No, not childhood.
She's
a
talking
separate
about
life.
Yeah, like
You were a king in the 1600s.
Wait, she does therapy for other lives?
Yes,
That's
that's
not
what
what
she's
And
saying.
how that affects who you are in this new life.
She almost got my money. I would have signed up immediately.
Okay, well, let's be polite. This is her
No,
career.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand fully.
Okay.
So that's my apology.
We did not know that.
Some people don't understand it, but it is something I've been practicing for over a decade. So.
Okay.
Well, it's really specific.
We did not know that specific. We just heard therapist.
Yes.
Okay.
So wait, so what does that have to do though with why you aren't calling him back?
Well,
Or are you just explaining that to us?
I usually don't have a personal connection to people that I date, but in this case, I did. I was home and really thought about it, and I know this is going to sound silly. I believe in a past life, he was my dog.
I did not.
Wait.
That was the last word that I was expecting.
Vincent was
to
your
finish.
dog in a previous lifetime?
I know.
What?
I know.
How did you come to that realization? Walk us through the steps here.
I had many memories of rubbing his belly, him licking me like a dog, and I know it sounds silly, but what a coincidence. I mean, I've been doing this a long time, and I knew I felt some sort of connection, and I couldn't figure it out.
He's such a good boy. He found you. After all timelines, he found you again.
Wait, so is dating your past dog
The girls are not on.
off the table?
Because in
I
Brooke's
think it's
hometown,
cute.
it's encouraged.
I know you're having fun with this, and it seems weird,
Well,
but what do I say? Like, how do I tell him I can't date him? He was once my dog.
I will
You're
say,
right.
to your credit, you have been a really good sport with us.
yeah.
And
And
we can tell you're not like messing with us or anything.
Absolutely
The good
not.
news is you don't have to figure out how to tell him because you already have. He's actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Stay.
Be a good boy. Good boy.
He
Good
has
boy.
been very well
Okay, no, he
behaved during
needs
this
to speak.
entire thing. Vincent, are you there?
This is truly not where I thought this was going.
None of us, bro. None of us.
Dude.
This is wild.
Okay, talk to your previous owner. Say hi.
Hi, Blair. So you're saying that you had like visions that I was your dog in another life?
Yes, there's been multiple visions of me walking you around on a farm. Yeah, you didn't feel the connection either?
Farm dog.
I mean, I didn't put two and two together with a dog.
Blair, do you have like a century or a decade when this previous life happened?
Yes, this is way back. This was the 1800s.
The 18. Oh.
Oh, look at that. So you're probably a working dog at that point, you know?
How come I'm a dog and you're a human in these visions? Was I not a human before too?
There's nothing wrong with being a dog. I mean, animals are such a sacred part of our living. And it's not something that you were once my dog. It's not something I will feel like I'm walking the fields with you every time I see you. It's not something I want to have in my romantic relationships.
Okay. It's not that he was a dog in a past life. It's that he was your dog.
Oh,
Correct.
that's well said.
Okay.
Because you already had that connection.
That's tough. I am just trying to figure out where we go from here,
Vincent,
Jeff.
this all makes sense to you, right?
Really? That's the question?
Brooke, I need to see where his head is at.
Or which way his tail is wagging.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Are you understanding what she's saying?
I'm hearing it. I don't know if I'm understanding it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's everybody.
That was your first question, not what type of dog.
But you can.
I mean, I've been thinking about that too.
Yeah, right?
Oh, what the breed was?
But I don't know what was popular back in the 1800s.
True. Ooh,
Maybe
what do
a spaniel?
Cattle dog.
Cattle dog.
Cattle.
Oh, she said farm.
A
That makes
herder.
more sense.
Okay.
Yeah, a sheepdog.
A lot
mean-
of energy, those dogs.
Vincent, you can understand where she's coming from. If you were in her position, you wouldn't want to date a woman who had previously been your fish or your cat or something, right? That'd be weird.
This whole thing is weird. It's hard to believe.
Yeah. Yeah, what do you want him to say? I don't know. I would have dated my old cat. You know? Like, come on.
I mean, if you look at it from the other perspective, right? Like, dog is man's best friend. He's loyal. Like, these are all good qualities in a relationship.
This is Brooke advocating for a human dog.
Yeah, I'm trying. Like, for her to give him a chance.
Thank you, Brooke.
Okay, so Vincent, you're still interested in dating Blair, even though previously you used to be her pet.
I mean, allegedly, if I was her pet, I have no memory of it.
See?
Well, if
Until
you're
you go
cool
through a
with-
session with her.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna unlock it. That's her job.
I can absolutely help you with that. We can book a session right now.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's great, but what we're interested in booking is a date, if you're willing to give Vincent another shot.
Listen, you said we had a pleasant time. I really don't think we can get past this.
I would love to have a connection, but I don't think it's best that we date.
But maybe she'd be willing to play fetch in the park with you one time.
For a fee.
I want to know what we all were in a past life.
I want to know too. I bet I was a dog.
No, I think you were probably a parrot, Jose.
What? I see it. I
Yeah.
Where is the last place on Earth you'd expect to meet an attractive single person? The shuffleboard court of a Caribbean cruise? Or a Civil War reenactment group, maybe?
That's gonna
Yeah,
be
that's
it.
up
Yeah,
there.
that's not a.
What about a Monday morning in this radio studio?
Oh, that is nasty.
Trust
Not
me,
Someone just puke.
Not looking
not
good.
a pretty sight.
Yeah, that was Ashton puking.
But one of our listeners met a woman somewhere far more shocking. I mean, the fact that he met anyone, let alone a cute woman at this particular place is just insane. And then he somehow swung it into a date?
Yes.
That's just unbelievable. You're going to hear it in your brand new second date update right after this. I feel like we hear this a lot from our male listeners,
What's
telling us about how hard it is to be a dude on the dating apps.
Yeah.
Because you can match with 40 women, send out 40 messages, and never hear a word back from any of them.
I mean, how many times can you write "sup girl" and nobody responds? That is so disappointing, Jeff.
That's a lot of letters to type, Brooke.
Or do what I do and send a bunch of gifts and be super funny on the
Yeah.
email.
Now,
None of it works.
obviously, it's easy to blame Brooke for this.
Oh, wait.
Because
I
we
don't-
all
I'm not
know
even-
if she was still single and on the
well.
dating app, she'd be messaging back every dude who even glanced at her profile.
Dude,
Brooke, you
I-
have been a problem.
honest to God, would not have had time for a full-time job if the dating apps had been around when I was single.
Because she is a charity
Yeah.
dater and a generous
That
one.
is correct,
But-
Jeff. I see the good in everybody.
Apparently, there's another option out there for single men to consider that's
Okay.
even better than the apps. And that's where our listener Caleb is at right now. So, Caleb, welcome to the show.
Hey, thank you guys.
Wait, like is at as in it's a physical place?
Not really sure. He just said
Okay.
he found another option, an alternative to the dating apps that he likes even better. So, Caleb, I really am interested to find out what you're doing right now.
Okay, well, a little bit of backstory is I started off on dating apps, and yeah, it is a real challenge for guys. I heard like 1% of guys match with anybody.
What? Only 1% of men get matches.
Wow.
It's higher than I would have thought, so it still sounds pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty wild if it's true.
Whether or not it is true, I have to tell you, that's my experience. So I realized, okay, I just got to get out in the real world.
Okay.
So a couple of weeks ago, I found this TV on Craigslist. Looked like it was in really good shape,
Okay.
and I bought it.
And you bought a TV.
Yep, it needed to be cleaned up, took it home. Turns out it was an Arby's digital menu.
Oh, I've seen this happen before.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
So you know when they print when you go into an Arby's and the menu is on a flat screen. After like 6 years, they just sell them and they get rid of them because they're old TVs.
Oh, they're not actually TV screens? They're like, they can only show the Arby's menu?
It's burnt into them now after years of use.
They look like an Arby's menu.
Yeah, it's
Yes,
burnt into
it's
the
like,
screen.
so no matter what you're watching, you can still kind of see the outline of the Arby's menu over the top of it.
Can you still smell the Arby's that's seeped into the electronics.
God, I just want a number 2 so bad right now.
Arby's needs screensavers.
No.
Yeah.
But most restaurants, like J-Box does
That
this
makes
too.
sense.
Like, they just sell them after a
So
while.
you actually, now you're watching Arby's.
The heck I am. I tried contacting the guy again because I wanted to get my money back.
Yeah.
He completely blocked me, of course.
Of course. You got hustled, bro.
So I was so pissed, I decided to take this thing. I didn't even want to send it on the curb. I actually took it to the dump where it belonged.
Okay.
Nice.
Okay.
While I was there, turns out there's this lovely young woman right there who was...
Wait.
Well, hello.
Shut up.
Dumpster
Your
girl.
big hack is to meet women at the dump.
Landfill.
Well, look, you can't argue with results.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a good dating hack, I guess. Meeting women. I'm assuming she's just visiting the dump and she doesn't live there.
Hey, yeah. Or she's a hoarder. Uh-oh.
No, she was quite lovely.
Good.
Okay.
Okay. How do you strike up a conversation with her? Like, man, nice garbage.
Actually, she asked me, why are you throwing away this brand new television?
Oh, that is a combo starter.
Yeah.
You got a big flat screen.
Dude, when my mom goes to the dump, she often brings stuff home.
No.
I'm not even
really?
lying. We've got
I didn't
a
know
lamp
this is
in
like
our
a
living
free-for-all. I'm
room.
gonna go.
Yeah, you can take anything you want back.
People love it. People literally go there and get free stuff.
Okay.
So you gave her your old TV?
Oh, no, I wasn't going to let anybody have that. But
Okay.
once she asked about it, that was my opening to tell her the story.
Yes.
Okay.
She thought was just completely hilarious.
Oh,
It is, bro.
dude, you love a woman who will laugh at your pain, right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still
But
laughing.
then she also needed some help, so then I started helping her empty out her truck.
Okay.
And we ended up just really connecting. So I got her number.
Wait, is the dump
Hey.
the only date?
Because then you were being used.
It's literally a dump date.
Yeah.
No, not at all. No. I
Okay.
got her number and I called her after. So,
Good.
Okay.
So you went
Did you
out.
take her to Arby's? That would have been funny.
That would have been funny.
well, if we went to Arby's, I would have known exactly what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah, so funny.
Where'd you go?
We went out just for a couple of drinks.
Yeah.
And,
Nice.
oh my gosh, she is so cool.
Aw.
Great, bro.
She's basically the first person I met in real life in like the last decade.
Oh my God.
What?
Huh.
You mean that you can go out with?
Oh,
like you've,
yeah.
you've come in contact with other humans.
Sounds like you have a room full of dolls, and you're like,
He's
"Oh,
been
I
just
love it.
staring
Me and
at
my
the
doll."
Arby's TV going crazy.
Okay.
So
So you
clarify
had
or
a
no?
great time.
Oh, we did. Oh my goodness, she cleaned up so nice.
Dump so nice. I mean, I will say, if you're attracted to a woman in her dump
gear.
attire,
Yeah.
you're gonna find her hot,
Probably like gloves.
like
and a
hot,
t-shirt.
hot.
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like it's the first woman that he's spoken to in 10 years. So
Also,
He does sound like the hermit that crawled out of the
it's a
landfill.
pretty low bar.
You can say all you want. All I'm going to say is I was at the dump getting rid of something, and I managed to get a cute woman's phone number. So
attaboy.
Okay.
That
Okay.
is something to brag.
No,
So you thought that there would be another hangout when you guys were done with drinks and everything.
I really thought so. I mean, it's not like the Craigslist guy who just completely blocked me. You know, she's still responding.
Okay.
I just need you guys to help me out. And seeing if she's willing to go out with me again, it doesn't seem like it.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
we do
yeah,
here.
we want to step in and help you out. We'll come back. We're going to call this garbage gal and see if we can get her to
Dude.
agree.
That was endearing.
Landfill queen.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
Whatever it is, we'll hopefully get her to answer and get you a
Yeah.
second date update right after this.
Thank you.
You know, Caleb was just on with us telling us how hard of a time he's been having matching online with women in his area. And if the call doesn't go well today, I do have an alternative option for him.
Oh, you do?
Because I saw a news article where South Korea is offering foreign men $36,000 cash to move there and marry a local woman.
Wait,
Oh
do you
my
only